This week, Microsoft and Tesla announced major new layoffs, joining a growing number of companies that are cutting jobs or saying they're going to slow hiring. More than 30,000 layoffs nationwide in the month of June. That's up nearly 60% from a year earlier. And many fear that more layoffs could be coming amid concerns about a possible recession. LinkedIn career expert Catherine Fisher joins us now with advice on how to bounce back if you lose your job. Catherine, thank you for being here. So for those people who have already lost their job or who are afraid that in the months ahead they will, what do they do to get their house in order?
So, regardless of the job market, you should always be prepared. So the first thing is, make sure that you're tending to your network. And what I mean by that is think about it like gardening. You plant the seeds, you don't just, ignore it for 3 years. Make sure you're out there talking to your network. It doesn't mean you have to go out to dinner every week. Join the conversations that they're having, participate, check in on people. That's really important because you're going to need to rely on that community that you've built over the years to help you if you need a job.
And if that calendar notification has come up and HR wants to see you at 9 a.m. the next day, and then you get the little packet slid across the table,
yes.
What do you do then?
What do you do? Well, first, it's okay to be upset. I mean, this is an upsetting time if this happens to you. So take that moment, take the days that you need to prepare. But when you go out into the job market, make sure that you are positive, that you're really leaning into that network of yours, that you are signaling to people that you're open to work. The good news is that this stigma has really changed. And there's actually tools on LinkedIn to be able to notify recruiters if you're open to work and if you're comfortable to your broader network. You can also, what we're seeing is people are sharing this on LinkedIn. So they are talking about, I've been laid off. How can you help me? And I think it's really important that people start leaning into this.
Wow, the stigma really is changing. There is that image of like the pink slip, right? But people are talking about it openly as they should. This is just part of the economy, part of life, unfortunately. But for people who, might be in a position where, they were laid off, what industries are hiring right now?
Right. Well, and this is one thing I do want to point out is layoffs are happening, but, hiring is still happening. And so we see, the healthcare industry, farming, forestry, education, those industries are hiring. And the South is also having a surge of hiring. So Dallas, Houston, St. Louis, those places there's lots of jobs there.
You're so right about the stigma around layoffs. I remember I got laid off almost 10 years ago, and you get that little "your job has been negatively impacted" thing, and I felt a lot of shame about it.
Yeah.
You feel like, if I'd done a better job, it would have worked out differently. But now people talk about it online. They're very open about it. Are there any guidelines or things to look out for about being open about it, or just share it all?
I think what you want to do is be positive. So try to avoid lambasting the company that you came from. Really be positive and share with your network what you're looking for. So we we've seen a lot of people posting this. And what's really wonderful to see in the comments is people saying, hey, listen, I know of a job here. Send me, I'm going to message you. I'm going to, introduce you to this person. So being really clear about what it is that you're looking for is important to share. And it is, like I said, you should, it's okay to be upset. Just you want to appear to be professional and
you want to
positive.
Save the real talk for offline. Yeah.
It's like when you're making friends and a friend of yours gossips about someone else. You're like, okay, well, what are you saying about me when I'm not there?
Yeah, that's true.
And that's what employers are looking for.
Yes.
Are you seeing a lot of anxiety right now on LinkedIn and conversations because of this?
We actually did a poll and we asked our members what they thought of layoffs. And 37% said that they were concerned about layoffs. 38% said, yeah, we think layoffs are coming, but it's not going to happen to me. And 22% said no. And what was really interesting, though, was the conversation happening. So one person pointing out, listen, it's these big named companies that have been doing these layoffs. But if you look at the larger scheme of things, it's okay.
Well, thank you so much for all these tips, Catherine Fisher. Thanks so much.